Hello everybody and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. For today's preview, as Connacht welcome the Stormers to Ireland in what is going to be a very interesting game, because I think that this is the only sort of game I personally think this weekend where it's becoming very difficult to choose a winner, because I think if we're looking at the other fixtures, we're looking at Lions versus Leinster, we're looking at Bulls versus Zebra, we're looking at Sharks versus Benetton. There's a clear favourite in all of those games. I think very much the Sharks and the Bulls because of the lack there of international quality for the Italians, and there's for the Lions. The Leinster side is pretty amazing, so you don't really back them to be able to do a job there. However, in this game, I think it's going to be very interesting because I think that we're looking at a Connacht side who are missing a lot of international players. No Bandiaki, no Jack Carty, and a couple of other big players as well for them. But they're still a very good side, and this Connacht side's been outperforming a lot of people's expectations. However, they are coming up against a Stormers side which are in good touch, good nick, and they're undefeated so far this year, and they'll be going into this game with a lot of confidence. However, something we also need to think about is the conditions, because I think the conditions are going to be very different to what the Stormers players are used to, and it's going to be down to how quickly can they adapt to the conditions, and do they have the right team for these conditions? Very much a team with quite a lot of flair and stuff like that, but in a game which is expected to be quite wet and not necessarily conditions for running rugby, can these players play a tactical game plan? Can they sort of get it done? And before we look at the two teams, please do smash like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. We'll start with Connacht, and this is how they will line up. So in the front row, Dennis Buckley, Shane Delahunt, and Titi Tuimuaga will have the opportunity to go up against Brock Harris, Garant Benny, and Stephen Kitsov. Brock Harris has brought so much solidity to that Stormer scrum on the tight head side, and then we all know Stephen Kitsov is a very powerful scrummager as well. The front row will be supported by the likes of Niall Murray and Leva Fafita, who brings in a lot of weight, a lot of physicality, and sort of brings a bit of bulk to that pack. You then got Cian Prendergast, Jared Butler captains the side, and Paul Boyle as the loose trio. Quite liked what I've seen of Paul Boyle. Jared Butler also very much a heart and a sleep type player. And then you've got Kieran Marmion, who part is Conor Fitzgerald. I've quite liked what I've seen from Conor Fitzgerald from the limited amount I've managed to watch him. Obviously, Jack Carty has been in fantastic form, and he's been one of the main reasons that Connacht have been so successful this season. But I think Conor Fitzgerald can do a job. You've also got the likes of Alex Wooten and Peter Sullivan on the wings. Mac Hansen, who's currently starting with Ireland and having a fantastic time there. And then Tom Daly, Sammy Arnold in the centres, and John Porch at fullback. The one thing I would say is, for all the sides who are playing this weekend without the international players, opportunity. That's what it is. These players have got the chance to put their hand up and say, yes, we all understand what Bandiaki can do, but Tom Gates is going to sit there, but this is what I can do at inside centre, and I can go pound for pound. I can take him on. I'm willing to push Bandiaki for his spot in the team. And that's what these sort of games offer these players, the opportunity to really try and press and put themselves on the map. And even if it's not necessarily to put themselves on the map for Connacht, for example, maybe Tom Daly is sitting there thinking, well, I can't get ahead of Bandiaki, they're going to back him, but let me put myself in the shop window. Maybe I want to be able to be moving somewhere else, and somebody else sits there thinking, I see a first choice number 12, or Conor Fitzgerald sitting there saying, I see a first choice number 10, that kind of thing. So there's obviously an opportunity for these players. Off the bench, Johnny Murphy, Jordan Duggan, and Jack Onge will be the replacement front row. You've then got Oisin Dowling, Conor Oliver, Callum Blade, Tom Farrell, and Abraham Papili completing the bench over there. For the men from Cape Town, this is how they will line up. There is a big absentee, no Warwick Haland, who is currently nursing a bit of a hamstring strain. As a result, is not available this weekend. The pack has one change, and it's a very big change from the last time the Stormers ran out, as Evan ROOS is back from injury and will start for Stormers. So we're looking at the side. Front row, Stephen Kitsov, Garant Benny, Brock Harris, as well as RJ Smith and Marvin Ori make up a very settled tight five. They've been playing a lot of rugby together so far this year, looking very good together, quite gelling together quite nice as a pack, and starting to tick all the boxes. The lines are looking good, the scrums are looking a lot better, and a lot of hard yards being done. Dion Ferreira looks like he's playing some of his best rugby ever in his career, coming off a couple of very good performances. Ernst van Reyden is really growing into that number 7 role, and Evan ROOS will obviously bring back a lot of aggression, very good ball carrying ability, and a lot of physicality to the Stormers side. Herschel Jantjies is back onto the side. He partners Molly Liebach. They're an exciting pairing, but it will be interesting to see from a tactical side if they can bring that other part of their game to it. We all know that they're very good players off the cuff that play very instinctively, but can they execute a tactical game plan if the conditions do not allow for running rugby, which they're unlikely to do? The back line, there's plenty of pace in the likes of Spport, Natala, Sergio Peterson. The centre pairing, Dan du Plessis comes in at inside centre. He partners with now because David Williams has shifted to a full back in place of Warwick Galant. If this game does get open, there are a lot of players there who I think can really hurt Connacht, because there are players they play off the cuff, they can find space, they can get themselves out of trouble, and can really punish teams if they do leave space within the defensive system. And then off the bench, Andre Hugo Venter, the exciting youngster, has got some more experience next to him in the likes of Afi Mark and Netley Bashir. They've gone with a 6-2 split on the bench, so you've got David Mayhazen, Hachiva Daimani, and Junior Pokamela. Something like Hachiva Daimani is so quick he can probably play anywhere, really. And then the only two backline replacements, or recognised backline replacements, are Paul DeVet and Angelo Davids, because that's the sort of you've got David Williams and you've got Molly Liebach, who can both play fullback and fly half. David Williams can play inside centre, can play on the wing as well. So you've kind of got that versatility that allows for a 6-2 split. The Springboks do it with David Williams, so the Stormers definitely can do it themselves. But it's a difficult game to call. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Please do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Stephen, and I'll chat to you soon.